In the latest G7 summit held in Puglia, leaders from the UK, US, Germany, Italy, France, Canada and Japan have formed a coalition to tackle migration issues. The initiative, seen by some as an attempt to mask underlying failures, aims to address the root causes of irregular migration, improve border management, curb transnational organised crime, and create safe migration pathways. The communiqué released at the summit's conclusion emphasised cooperation with countries of origin and transit. However, critics argue that this new coalition is more about optics than substantial policy change. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, under fire for his hardline stance, claimed Europe's conversation on illegal migration has shifted, citing a recent letter from 15 countries calling for stricter migration policies. Yet, detractors highlight that such measures could lead to human rights violations and exacerbate the plight of migrants.
Illegal migration is now a global emergency. More people are moving across borders than at any time in our history. We cannot stand by and watch this human tragedy unfold. The G7 has focused on dealing with the root causes of migration, including a new package of UK development assistance for Africa and Italy's new Apulia Food Systems initiative to tackle food insecurity. We're also doing more to combat the people traffickers, because we all agree that it's for sovereign nations to control their borders and not criminal gangs. And the G7 has today launched a new coalition to counter people smuggling. And I'm particularly pleased that the G7 has also agreed to work together to make sure the governance of migration is increasingly effective and sustainable.
Sunak suggested possible changes to the EU's return directive and asylum rules, raising concerns among human rights advocates. His comments on prioritising UK border security over adherence to foreign court rulings, including the European Court of Human Rights, ECHR, drew significant backlash. Both Sunak and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni have been criticised for their third country processing agreements. Italy's controversial processing in Albania and Sunak's Rwanda scheme, set to launch in July if he wins re-election, are seen as inhumane and impractical solutions. During the summit, Sunak's meetings with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi were overshadowed by his contentious policies. Even his discussion with US President Joe Biden, focusing on Russia and the Middle East, couldn't divert attention from the criticism at home and abroad. Sunak's upcoming attendance at the Ukraine Peace Summit in Switzerland will likely continue to be marred by his domestic policy failures and international isolation.